Welcome back to the Nextgen World. Today, we're diving into one of the most advanced and powerful unmanned aerial systems ever created, the RQ for Global Hawk. If you're fascinated by next-level technology, military innovation, and how modern intelligence works, then this drone is going to blow your mind. The RQ for Global Hawk isn't just a drone, it's a silent giant in the skies. Built by Northrop Grumman for the United States Air Force and Navy, this unmanned aircraft is a long-endurance, high-altitude surveillance platform capable of scanning vast areas of land and sea, all without putting a single pilot in harm's way. First flown in 1998 and officially introduced into service in 2001, the Global Hawk represents the future of reconnaissance. Its design looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. A sleek, bulbous nose, extended wingspan of almost 131 feet, which is actually larger than a Boeing 737, and a jet engine mounted above the rear fuselage. But looks are just the beginning. What really makes the RQ-4 impressive is its capability. It can soar at altitudes up to 60,000 feet. That's nearly twice as high as a commercial airliner, and stay airborne for more than 30 hours straight. In that time, it can monitor up to 100,000 square kilometers of terrain. Imagine one aircraft keeping an eye on an area the size of South Korea, all in a single flight. And we're not talking about simple visuals here. The Global Hawk is packed with cutting-edge sensors, high-resolution synthetic aperture radar, and long-range electro-optical and infrared sensors. These allow it to detect and track movements on the ground with extraordinary precision, day or night, rain or shine. In fact, it's so advanced that it can distinguish between a tank and a car from nearly 100 miles away. It doesn't just capture images, it builds detailed maps and tracks changes in real time, making it a vital tool for military commanders and intelligence analysts. Despite being unmanned, the RQ-4 is not autonomous. It's remotely piloted by a crew on the ground, a mission commander and a pilot, who control every aspect of the flight. But once it's airborne, it can follow pre-programmed routes with extreme precision, automatically adjusting for weather or airspace restrictions. The Global Hawk has proven its worth in multiple operations, from the Middle East to disaster zones. It's been deployed in Afghanistan, Iraq, and over the South China Sea. It has even been used for humanitarian missions, such as monitoring wildfires in California and providing surveillance during the aftermath of natural disasters like earthquakes and hurricanes. And here's a fascinating bit. It played a major role in the hunt for Osama bin Laden. Its ability to loiter for hours over hostile territory and collect detailed imagery without ever being detected made it an unmatched asset. With all these capabilities, the price tag isn't cheap. Each RQ-4 Global Hawk costs around $130 million, and that doesn't include the ground control systems or maintenance infrastructure. But for the U.S. military, the investment is worth every cent. In a world where information is power, the Global Hawk is a flying data-gathering powerhouse. Interestingly, the Global Hawk's success has also led to its share of controversy. Some have questioned its vulnerability to modern air defense systems. In 2019, Iran claimed it shot down a U.S. Navy variant of the Global Hawk, the MQ-4C Triton, over the Strait of Hormuz. This raised concerns about the use of such high-value drones in contested airspace. Still, the future of the Global Hawk looks strong. The U.S. Air Force has started to retire some older models in favor of newer variants and even more advanced drones. But the RQ-4's legacy is undeniable. It set the bar for what unmanned surveillance could be, and many of its technologies are being adapted into next-generation platforms. Some international partners have also shown interest. NATO operates a version called the Alliance Ground Surveillance System, while countries like Japan and South Korea have considered acquiring similar capabilities for their defense needs. What makes the RQ-4 Global Hawk stand out is that it's not just a tool, it's a revolution in military reconnaissance. In the past, getting a clear picture of enemy movements meant sending manned aircraft into dangerous skies, risking lives and often missing the target. Today, thanks to drones like the Global Hawk, that job is safer, more precise, and almost unstoppable. So next time you look up at the sky and see nothing, remember, there might just be an RQ-4 cruising at 60,000 feet, watching everything with crystal clarity. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world's best surveillance drone, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the Nextgen World, and drop a comment below on what high-tech marvel we should cover next. Until next time, keep exploring the future today.